This is AMN Diplomatic Corner program. Today we have a guest from Chile Embassy, Ambassador Rodrigo, Ambassador of Chile to Ethiopia and Djibouti. We will stay with you discussing on the different bilateral issues and other issues also. Do stay with us. Thank you, Ambassador, for your time and for your cooperation to discuss with us. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. You are very welcome here to the House of Chile. This is a great opportunity to know more each other. It is very important. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Before our discussion, I'll let you introduce yourself to the audience or to the viewers of different countries.
Yes, as you said, I am Rodrigo Guzman Barros, the Ambassador of Chile in Ethiopia, Djibouti, and African Union also. And besides my career as a diplomat, I am a writer, I am a poet. I published 3 books, poetry books in Chile and Romania. And I was a tennis player before. I was playing tennis in ATF competitions in senior. That means, as you can see, I am a very polyphacetic person. In Spanish and Romanian, Limba Romania, because I spent 7 years in Bucharest, the capital of Romania. As I told you, I am a writer. I have wrote 3 poetry books. This is Diptych Poetic. This is this one is Cosmic Love. Is related with the energy, the love energy. And this is I published this in 2019, and this is the same book but in different angle, because as you can say, you can have this here, Cosmic Love, written in Spanish and in Romanian. And then if you turn, it's another book. Okay. It's related more with the this is a cosmic love, and this is energy of sexual energy, who also move the world. Okay. And this is a compilation of my poetry from the last 30 years. Casier Poetic. It means prontuario poético.
This is your picture.
Yeah.
The cover is your picture.
And this is an anthology of the South American Asimov poets. Okay, was launched in 2021 during the pandemic, and I was selected by one of the 9 poets from Latin America to integrate this anthology.
That's good. Yes. You are author. You are author.
I am going to give you one of my books. The problem is it's not translated to Amharic. Okay. Maybe in the future I will translate.
Okay, that's good. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for your cooperation to have an interview with us. Ethiopia and Chile have a long time bilateral relationship and cooperation. Before these questions, let me ask Ambassador about your country, Chile. We love Chile, we know Chile, but what is known for Chile, especially regarding agricultural production or cultural activities?
Thank you for asking me this question. Chile is a very unique country. We are in the bottom of the world, in the south part of South America. We are a very long country and very thin. It's like a stick. From north to south, we have almost 5,000 kilometers. And from east to west, 200. That means if you take a car from the north to the south, it takes you 1 week to arrive. And from east to west, it takes you 2 hours. this is very special because of this special configuration of the geography, we have all the weathers and all the climate and all the landscape at the same time. In the north of Chile, we have the driest desert in the world, drier than Sahara Desert. In the center of Chile, it's Mediterranean weather, like in Europe. South of Chile, it's north of Europe. And the extreme south of Chile, Patagonia, it's near the Antarctic. We are the gate to Antarctic. That means at the same time we have, and you have fjords and iceberg. At the same time you can go to the desert, the driest desert in the world, or you can go to the fjords and iceberg in the south.
That means you have different climates.
Absolutely different landscape and climates. And this is, because of this special circumstance, Chile was chosen 3 years in a row, or more than 3 years, the best country to visit as a tourist adventure in the world for TripAdvisor. That is an award that we distinguish because we are very different. Besides of that, we are the main copper producer in the world. This is our main resource. And also we are well known for our agricultural products. We export also from Chile to here a lot of apples. And the wine. Chile is well known now because it has a very high quality wine, and we have the Chilean wine all over the world now.
Chile is known, named after the word Chile, I think, yeah. It's known for Chile, for production of paper, I think.
We produce for Chile, but we export a lot. Mainly we export.
About your culture, and can you tell us about your festivities, festivals, different festivals, cultural ceremonies in your country, for example? By the way, I wish a prosperous new year for you and for your nation, for your citizens, for your government also. So, what kind of festivals are known in your country, including the New Year celebration?
Yeah, we celebrate our National Day. This is a more important festivity in Chile, 18 and 19 of September each year. And it's a big celebration because it's a national celebration. We celebrate our independence in 1810. That means more than 200 years ago. We got the independence from Spain, and we celebrate with a lot of enthusiasm. Also, yeah, New Year, as you said, and Christmas time. But we have a cultural event, very important one, the International Song Festival in Viña del Mar. It's the more important song festival in Latin America. And we celebrate every February. And it's a moment that we reunited a lot of singers from different parts of the world.
What is the historical relationship between Chile, and what can you say about the historical relationship between Chile and Ethiopia? Can you say something?
Do you know this is a very important year because this year, 2025, we celebrate 80 years of diplomatic relations between Ethiopia and Chile. We opened the relationship, the diplomatic relation in 1945, the year that the Second World War was ending. Ended. Yeah. And that means this year we have to celebrate that, and I have the mandate to enhance this celebration because this is a very important moment in the bilateral relationship. Also, during the time of the Emperor Haile Selassie in 1965 to 1969, we opened an embassy here for 4 years. And luckily for economic reasons, we have to closed the embassy in 1969, but during 1965 to 1969, we have an embassy of Chile here. And in 2016, that means 9 years ago, in February, we reopened the Embassy of Chile in Addis Ababa. Until now, I am the third ambassador of Chile in Addis Ababa.
That's good. Especially in recent times, 2024. There's different delegations came here from your country and have discussed with our authorities. So what was the issue, especially to strengthen the capacity building and the cultural exchanges? You have to talk different issues with them, I think. Can you say something about that?
Yes, but before that, in the year 2023, we have had the political consultation, the first political consultation between Ethiopia and Chile. We signed a memorandum of understanding for political consultation in 2018. And in 2023, we performed the first political consultation. It came a delegation from Chile and was very interesting. It was the first step to enhance, to strengthening the relationship between Ethiopia and Chile. Last year, 2024 was more important even because we had the presence and the visit of the highest authority in the bilateral history because visit Ethiopia the Vice Minister of Foreign Relations, Gloria de la Fuente, just a couple months ago in November this year. And we have intense cooperation activities.
What bilateral cooperation between Chile and Ethiopia exists regarding agriculture, economy, and the like?
Yeah, this is a good point. One of the priorities of the Chile government now is the gender equality. That is very important. We are focusing that. And because of that, we have had a fantastic relationship on cooperation with the Ministry of Women and Social Affairs here, especially with the Minister Ergogi Tesfaye, who is a good friend of Chile. And we are working to enhance the women agenda between Chile and Ethiopia and also all over the world, because our target is to equalize the women. That means gender equality for us is very important. And in that field, we have programs that we want to share with Ethiopia, like agricultural program for women, empower women in diplomacy, and in many other fields. This is very important. And in that field also, we invite the Minister of Women and Social Affairs, Ergogi Tesfaye, to Chile. It's coming, the formal invitations soon, and we hope we can concrete the visit in the coming months.
For how many years have you been in Addis Ababa?
Almost 2 years. I arrived 1st of March 2022. That means in some weeks, 6 more weeks, I am going to complete 2 years.
How is life in Addis Ababa?
It's very interesting. You know, you are the political and diplomatic heart of Africa. This is no doubt. The headquarters of African Union is here, also UNECA. You have here more than 130 embassies, 135, something like that, which is huge. That means it's a lot of activities here. In that orientation, I am working very hard here because also I am working, as I told you, as an ambassador to the African Union. And my life, it's busy with a lot of compromises, bilateral and multilateral. And when I have free time, I just take some time to play tennis, because as I told you, I am a tennis player. I go to Hilton and I play as much as I can. That is not too much, like once per week, or maximum twice per week. My life is very interesting here.
Okay, okay. What do you observe, for example, Ambassador, about the corridor development in Addis Ababa? So there are different constructions in Addis Ababa. So there have been different changes in Addis Ababa. We think that we are seeing that. So have you observed these changes in Addis Ababa?
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody can realize how this city is changing very quick. I think it's a visionary project of the mayor and the prime minister. They have a vision of the future of this capital, and they are fulfilled that vision. And I am sure that in due time, when everything is finished, this capital will be a huge capital, amazing, and will be a proud of Ethiopia, a pride of Ethiopia. Every Ethiopians could be proud of this city. Now is the moment of constructions, the moment of planifications, but we will see in the near future, I hope, the brilliant city that the authorities are expecting.
Ambassador, thank you. My next question is about the EU African Union. I think it may be out of our program discussion. As you are a representative of Chile to the African Union, how is working? How the activities of EU is effective, or what do you observe? The activities of EU, for example, EU has different members in Africa. All of African nations are members of EU. I think so. There are South-South cooperation. There is again EU. There are different memberships in different continents and different organizations, continental organizations. This is the African Continental Organization, EU. As continental organization, what do you observe the activities of EU?
We are working to enhance the multilateral cooperation with the African Union. As you know, we are observer of African Union. And in the last visit of the Undersecretary of Foreign Relations, the Vice Minister, we had a meeting with African Union. A very important meeting, because we want to also cooperate with African Union in two fields. The first field is the field of cooperation. In different fields of cooperation, we have in that area we have a scholarship, for instance, that we can give, and we are giving to the African citizens to study in Chile. The scholarship is named Nelson Mandela Scholarship, and started like 10 years ago, and we, in the last period, we invite more than 375 persons from different countries of Africa to study in Chile. Even some students from Ethiopia went there. To specialize in agricultural and in fishing. This is very important, the development cooperation. And the other field is economic cooperation.
About South-South cooperation, what importance does this cooperation have for your country and for other countries, including Ethiopia?
It's very important. For us, South-South cooperation is very important. For that reason, we are making a big effort to strengthen the relationship between Ethiopia in particular and Africa in general to Chile. As you know, the countries of the South, we are not rich in budget, but we are rich in cultural things, we are rich in traditions, we are rich in human development. Here we are in the bottom of in the cradle of the civilization in this country, with Lucy. Everybody we are everybody related. We are coming from the same place here. In that field, because we don't have a big budget like other countries in the north, we are trying to enhance the relationship. For that reason, I repeat, the Vice Minister came. And it's important to point that we have only 7 embassies in Africa, Chile. In the north, we have Egypt, Algeria, and Morocco. And in the sub-Saharan Africa, we have Ethiopia, Kenya, Ghana, and South Africa. We don't have more budget for that. But it's a decision made by the highest authorities of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, also for the President, to enhance this. And in this aspect, we are trying to concrete the visit of the President of Chile this year to Ethiopia, Kenya, and South Africa. This is not yet official, but it's in the program. We discussed also that point when the Vice Minister of Foreign Relations came here in November, just 2 months ago, 8th of November. And this is important. We are putting emphasis in Africa because Africa is the future. You are a young continent in terms of age. The people here are very young. This is the future. And we know that.
Among the 7 countries in Africa, Ethiopia is one of them to have a Chile embassy. So why your country, Chile, selected Ethiopia to open embassy in Addis Ababa especially?
Yeah, because as I told you, Ethiopia is the political heart of Africa. It's the political and diplomatic heart of Africa. That's a reality. And if you want to have some impact in Africa, you must have an embassy here. I know this Ethiopia is the only country in Africa that never have been colonized. You were occupied just for 5 years for Italian, but this is not. This is just occupation. This is something that everybody here in this country realizes it's very proud.
Yeah, okay.
You have your own history.
We are occupied, but not colonized.
But not colonized, exactly. And this marks a difference. You are different from the other countries in Africa. And I realize that the Ethiopian feels different also.
Thank you very much. So you are going to participate in the coming AU summit? Yeah. So we think you are going to say something in that meeting or summit, if you have any idea or opinion about the coming summit.
This is going to be one of the most important summits because, as everybody knows, it's changing all the authorities in African Union. And this is going to be a moment of change. This is going to assume the new president of African Union, the new commissioners. It's going to be very, very interesting. And you know, it's remaining at, I think, the 3 candidates, because the other withdraw. And the main 2 candidates are the candidates from Kenya and from Djibouti. And we will see who is going to win, but it's going to be a very interesting moment, historical moment. Because new authorities, new focus. I know that you have a guideline is projecting to 2063. but it's important to know who is going to take that guide.
Thank you very much for your cooperation to have an interview with us and to discuss about issues of bilateral relations and different issues, especially in issues of Addis Ababa and African Union, and about Chile also, and about your personal detail. Thank you very much.
But we still remain something. For instance, in the bilateral trade, we don't have a high bilateral trade. It's just $365 million. Sorry, not millions, 365,000, less than 1 million. It's making, this is $200,000 we are importing from Ethiopia, and $110 we are exporting to Ethiopia. And we are importing mainly coffee, of course. Coffee, you are the main. But we have also an investment here, a Chile investment in Bahir Dar, the capital of the Amara region. Is an investment of production of berries, these fruits, berries. And it's a Chilean company. That means we have investment.
You have a strong relationship regarding investments and economic activities with Ethiopia.
It's not strong, but we want to put stronger and to enhance every time. This is important, but the good thing is we already have investment in this country, in Ethiopia.
We are seeing here horses, statue of horses and pictures.
A lot of horses.
A lot of horses. What does it mean?
I am fanatic of horses. It's my favorite animal, and I am a rider. I started to ride horses when I was 7, 8 years old, and I really love. Every time that I have the opportunity, I go to the hill here to ride. Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of horses in the south of Chile. The typical Chilean we call el guaso. El guaso is like the local persons who are always riding a horse. This is the traditional person from Chile.
That's finished my questions. We sincerely thank you, Ambassador. Thank you so much for your time and for the interview to have with us, for your cooperation with AMN and especially with the media of the city, Addis Ababa city. The only public media of Addis Ababa administration is our media. So we are cooperating with the government, also the administration of Addis Ababa city.
That is my idea. My idea is to cooperate in any field that I can. I am witnessed how is growing this city, and my target is to increase the presence of Chile and to collaborate with the authorities of this country in any field that we can cooperate. You can count with me and with Chile.
Viewers, this is what we have for today, Diplomatic Corner. We will meet again in another program and in another session. Ambassador, thank you very much. Thank you so much for your time and cooperation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. You're very welcome, Chile. We are open for Ethiopia. We are brothers in the South-South cooperation. And anything that the authorities of this beautiful country need from Chile, I am willing to do my best to cooperate with that. And I am very happy to be here in this moment of changing, because Ethiopia has a brilliant future.
We are very glad to have an interview with you and to stay with you. Thank you very much.